To remain a Democrat now is really absurd to me, you know, with them showing their true colors and how they don't care about you, okay? Defunding the police and opening the borders up and everything like that. Going against the no tax on tips. At this point, Democrats are really, the desperation is through the roof, and they're really as strong as Jurassic Joe is smart. I think they're very hypocritical, and they really, it's just a giant Trump, like hate Trump gang. They really just go against anything and everything trying to fix America. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Shout out to the King Squad. Smash the like button, hit subscribe, and let's get right into the video.
Thank you. And I just want to address Mr. Johnson, who said you brought the receipts. Well, Mr. Johnson, I've got some receipts for you. This committee met about 2 months ago, and the chairman, who can call any person in the world who walks this earth as a witness, called this guy, who tweeted just a couple weeks before the hearing, "Fuck cops." Your witness tweeted that. Not one of you disavowed that guy. Not one of you said that was inappropriate. I was stunned that you call yourself a pro-police party and you bring a witness before us that says, "Fuck cops." I don't believe in that, but I thought if you didn't believe in that, you would have taken the opportunity to say it. But no, not only did you not disavow it, you invited the guy here in Congress to be your witness. Imagine if we had ever done that. We didn't. You did. Second, I would love Mr. Johnson to disavow, because, by the way, I will disavow the defund the police movement. I've never called for it. I believe, just as President Biden believes when he addressed Congress, that we should fund the police. But, Mr. Johnson, will you disavow your colleague, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who tweets out and makes money off of a defund the FBI movement? Because they're police too. They protect us too. But I don't think you will. I think you're going to sit silent, and your silence, by the way, is complicity. I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back. The gentleman from Virginia is recognized.
Yield to the gentleman from Arizona.
I thank the gentleman for yielding. Appreciate the backpedaling at an alarming rate from the other side. Watch out, you might fall over backwards. We have a video to play. I think this will provide some visual summation, please.
And the police has to happen. We need to defund the police.
Mayor Eric Garcetti saying, take some of the money from policing, about $150 million.
I applaud Eric Garcetti for doing what he's done.
But we need to completely dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department.
It is outdated. It is wrong-headed thinking to think that the only way you're going to get communities to be safe is to put more police officers on the street.
So yes, defund your butts. Defund you.
Yes, I support the reallocation of resources from NYPD.
We will be moving funding from the NYPD.
Yes, I support the defund movement. I'm for responsible reallocation of resources.
And defund the police.
I think you do all those other things, you don't need all the money that's going to the police department. So yeah, I mean, the spirit of it, I do support that.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of us were asked if we could imagine a future without police back in 2017 when we were running for office. And I answered yes to that question.
We are going to reduce funding in the police department and redirect that money.
We propose to redirect over $7 million from the police bureau.
The police department here in Minneapolis needs to be dismantled, and we need to start anew.
In some necessary cases, completely dismantling those police forces.
Police departments are taking a sizable amount of the budget of a lot of municipalities and other entities. We need to look at those budgets, pull some of the money back.
When we talk about defunding the police, defunding the Pentagon.
My push is that we defund our police departments.
Defunding police means defunding police. If these reports are accurate, then these proposed cuts to the NYPD budget are a disingenuous illusion. This is not a victory. The freshman Democrat adding, the fight to defund policing will continue.
Mr. Chairman, I also have several articles that I would like to submit for the record. Instead of reading all the titles, I'll just provide those to you, if that's okay.
Without objection.
And I'll yield back to the gentleman from Virginia, Mr. Klein.
Would the gentleman yield?
Yield to the chair.
Yeah, I would just say in response to the gentleman from California, of course we disavow that tweet. That is obvious. And if we'd have known that individual had that tweet out there, I doubt if he'd have been invited as a witness. With that, I yield back to the gentleman from Virginia.
Quite frankly, I think that it's almost like, so dismantling the police is okay, but when Trump wants to dismantle, federal tax dollars being wasted, it's not okay. I just don't understand where the logic is there. But then again, the Democrats is a party of anti-common sense. Okay, it's very, this wokeness. Me personally, I think that, we should definitely not defund the police. I think we should definitely put more money into the police force. And, shout out to all of our good cops. You always have your bad apples here and there too. But, shout out to the good cops that are out there and everything like that. But I definitely think that we should definitely, continue to fund the police. So, and also so that we can raise the qualifications as to who becomes an officer. Okay, so we know who we're giving a firearm and a badge to. So those are some things that I personally believe, but definitely do not defund the police. That is just lunacy in my mind. Crime will be running rampant. Thing will look like 2012 or the Purge. This whole thing will be the Purge. You just definitely won't feel safe outside. So there's that. At the end of the day, make common sense great again. I ultimately believe that we're on the right track. I think that, justice is being served. I think accountability is being held and people are being called out. The people who are actual criminals and are corrupt within, our government, they're being called out and held accountable. Absolutely crazy to me that the Democrats wanted to defund the police because, in my mind, the only people that would want to defund the police are criminals, people with their own sick, twisted agendas that want to get away, without any consequences, doing like stuff that's just not right. At least that's how it strikes me in my mind. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. But I'm very, enthusiastic about the next 4 years. I definitely think everything is coming together. I like how with the direction we're moving in so far, and especially with Trump's picks and everything like that. And the Democrats are being exposed. Okay, they're mad right now, and the more they explode, the more mad they are. The more I know that we're doing the right thing. Okay, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like for instance, even with the whole like the border situation, right? Everything going on with Tom Homan and ICE. Shout out to Tom Homan, aka Hulk Homan. The Democrats are mad at that as well. Okay, they're exploding over that as well, and saying, oh yeah, you guys are splitting up families and getting rid of good and innocent people. And I'm like, well, if they're so good and innocent, that why can't they can just come in the country the right way? Stuff like that. So as we move forward, we consistently see who's for the country and who's not for the country. I ultimately think that the Democrats absolutely hate America and they have an agenda to sabotage America and make us the borrower to other nations instead of the lender. And that's kind of how I see it. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I definitely know like the U.S. is in partnership with other countries, but like I personally believe that the Democrats ultimately want to just cripple America, okay, and have us just on our last leg, just suffering as a slave to like other countries. And that's at least that's what I'm seeing. Okay, in my mind, actions express priorities. So when I see the Democrats and what they prioritize, I'm like, well, you're definitely not prioritizing the American people. You want to defund the police. You want to, allow illegals across the border and give them our jobs and stuff like that. And then you're mad when we're getting rid of these people who are committing crimes. You're trying to give them, guns in California. Then, Biden leaves California on fire. The whole thing is just a giant conundrum. The whole thing is a giant mess. So when I see this kind of stuff, I'm like, yeah, we made the right choice. Okay, us voting Jurassic Joe out of office, that was us holding him accountable and the Democrats accountable. All right, and that's what I see for the next 4 years is accountability. Okay, accountability is their kryptonite. That's just the next 4 years. I'm excited. Okay, I see the next 4 years being a prosperous time, full of accountability and growth. I see us evolving, and those who want to evolve will evolve. At least that's how it strikes me, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Shout out to the King Squad. Thank you for everyone who left a positive comment on this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share these videos on all streaming platforms, on all social media platforms. Tag me and all that kind of stuff. I will repost it. And that's that. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.